Am I the jerk for asking my husband to buy me some tampons while it was my time of the month? All he had to say was if you can't pay for them, sucks to suck. For starters, I, 24F, am a stay-at-home mother, and my husband, 30M, is the breadwinner. I like to think I do my best to take care of him. We also have a 1-year-old I am the primary caregiver for. Now to the main point. Yesterday I woke up to find my period had come. I am currently weaning from breastfeeding. This affects my cycle. It was very heavy and I bled through the sheets and on the bed. My husband was not happy because he had to help me clean up. I was soaked in blood. After I had cleaned myself, I cleaned my mess and washed and scrubbed the bed. My husband was still not happy. Later that day I'd noticed I was low on tampons, so I called my husband and asked him to please pick me up some. To my surprise, he said no. I asked if he'd do pads then? He replied no. I was kinda shocked and asked what am I to do? He said, well, are you paying for them? I'm obviously confused at this point when he then states if you can't pay for them, sucks to suck, and hangs up. So being on my period, my emotions are everywhere. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've been crying nonstop and I'm down to 4 tampons. I feel humiliated and I don't live close to family. He has my car and I have no money or savings, gave him everything when I became stay-at-home mom, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I asked him again last night and he said, you got the money yet? He made me sleep on the couch as to not bleed through again. I've never felt so humiliated and ashamed in my life. Later he suggested if I can't come up with the money I could use our child's diaper, further making me feel terrible. I finally felt some surge of confidence and asked him if he thought of me as a wife or something less than human, that he's putting me in mental distress and humiliating me by suggesting such a disgusting thing. He said, well, if you don't figure it out, that's what you'll have to do. Am I the jerk for asking for tampons? Note, we live in the US and tampons for between $7 and $10. We are middle class and not struggling for money. Update, I called my sister. She is my big sister. She is so sweet. She sent me a box of tampons and candy and some meds and sodas. Thank you to all for responding. I feel I overreacted. Also, for all suggestions of divorce, how? I have nothing where to go. I could not even afford tampons. Is there another way I can try and fix what is done? I'm going to try and get an online job, so I can work and still keep up my household and take care of my baby. I am thankful for all. Thank you. Commenter, this is financial abuse. Talk to your family, get a lawyer, file for divorce, take the child, get all you can from him. Update. I just came back to update. First things first, for to answer some of the comments on the previous post. No, this isn't rage bait, unfortunately that was just my life. No, the post isn't fake, my husband was just a complete jerk. We'll elaborate an update. Looking back now, I can very clearly see I was being abused mentally and financially, but not just me, my child too. Now for the update. As I said, my sister DoorDashed me supplies for my situation, period. She knows what it's like. She came from a DV situation, but what I didn't know is she had messaged my entire family about the situation, including my husband's parents. So he got the surprise of his life coming home to them, not me. Apparently they ripped into him until he was brought to tears, and that was just the beginning. Then my parents showed up. They live very far away from us, and they basically tag-teamed his ass. Apparently the guys at work got it into his head that since I had a baby I should have bounced back better, and he better be careful of me getting fat. WTF does that have to do with a period, Ike? But they apparently just keep laying it on him. He also explained to me that he has gender disappointment. Yep, our baby isn't a boy, and I asked him, so you treat her like that? To which this man sobbed uncontrollably at my feet. We started marriage counseling and parenting classes, and I now have full assistance to our banks, and he even set me up a just-in-case account for if he ever does this again, and he deposits in it every time he's paid, and only I have access to withdraw the funds. I don't think this one was necessary, but I have forgiven him for holding on to things like this. Weights down the heart, but I will not forget. But I will say it's been only 205 days since that post, and I feel like I have my dream man back at. And I have my sister to thank for that. Sorry if this isn't the update y'all didn't ask for or wanted. Sorry didn't get divorced, but thanks for all the responses to my old post. Commenter. It takes a woman an average of 7 times to leave an abusive relationship. Trauma bonding is very real and very hard to break. At least you have funds to leave the next time he shows his abusive nature, because I promise you he won't change. It took me 3x before it stuck with me. Wishing your daughter the best.